All right, you ready for this? Curveball time.
Here's a curveball. Okay.
I noticed here in your bio that you're with the 82nd Airborne. Could
I,
you
I was.
could you share a little bit of a little anecdote from your time in uniform with our audience, who is very familiar with our military backgrounds?
I pretty much blocked a lot of it.
After you had one hard jump and just burned right in, that was it. You blacked it all
Well,
out.
actually, so I've got 164 jumps, and I never had an injury. So I'm very, very lucky. Um, as you know, so I was in the 82nd, but I was also in the field artillery unit. So not only did we have Humvees and stuff like that we had to push out, but we had 105 howitzers that we had to push out. And so the number one thing you have to remember is to always push the equipment out first before you jump, so it doesn't land on you when you hit the ground. You don't want that 2-ton truck or anything like that landing on top of you. So. But yeah, I graduated from the Citadel in 1984. Did go in the Army. Was in the 82nd as my primary duty station for 4 years. Realized that I had more to do, and so decided not to make it a career. But I am also a member, captain in the South Carolina State Guard. So a lot of people don't know what the State Guard is. It's not the National Guard. So there's about 30 or so states in the country that have what's called a state defense force. And that's behind the regular Army. Then you got your National Guard, and then your state defense force is your third tier defense. So we get called up here in South Carolina. We have hurricanes all the time. So we get called up for natural disasters. I'm in the medical division. So we've been called up to do and trained to do COVID contact tracing. So we're doing some of that kind of duty. But the State Guard is 100% voluntary. Nobody gets paid. So if we get called up, it's all still voluntary. But I enjoy that. So I still am active in the military as much as I can. And it's all good. It's all good.
That's so great. Yeah, I did not realize that you're a member of the State Guard. That's so great. That's something which we definitely try to imbue across to our children is, okay, you got to learn something. Yeah, you want to be a value-adding person within our greater overall culture and construct, but also be thinking, how is this going to help when we need to lock arms in defense? Where should the worst case scenario happen, a hurricane or tornado, something blows everything apart, what are we going to be able to do? How can you learn a skill that you can bring together into your community in order to help rebuild it? And that's something that we teach our children. And I think
that's what we tell them. Whether they actually learn the lesson or not. Because I've got 5 adopted kids, right? And we our 11-year-old, his skull has to be 3 inches thick, and he has to have filters in his eardrums because we teach and teach and teach and teach, and it doesn't go in and out. It just doesn't ever penetrate. So we're kind of, as you can tell, I'm a little frustrated with him right now. So is my wife.
Yeah.
But it's all good. It's all good. We've got our oldest is almost 27. Our youngest just turned 11. And then we have a 4-year-old grandchild and 3 others in between there. So we have a crazy household on top of everything else that's going on.
Oh, God bless you, folks. That's fantastic. Excellent. Well, you are definitely adding value to the world, and I am grateful for that. And I appreciate you, and I appreciate your wife and your family and what you're doing. So thank you very much for that. Folks, be sure to check out Gordon Jones. That's Dr. Gordon Jones on LinkedIn. Connect to this man. Start a conversation with him. Check out gordonjones.org. See what he's all about. Check out the workshops and the different learning experiences. Gather some information from there. I'm sure that you're going to find nuggets of knowledge, words of wisdom from Dr. Gordon Jones. like I said, connect with him on LinkedIn. A lot of you fine folks that are out there, business leaders, business professionals. A lot of you are physicians or other type of private practice professionals that we've linked up with before. You can hear his expertise and what he's doing from a business development standpoint. And also, again, I just have to say, that's very cool, your wearable device that you brought on for us. That's so great. So
yeah, you can learn about that on the website as well.
yeah, I was poking around about Healy and checking all of that.
Yeah.
People,
Cool.
if you're listening on the podcast, you're getting the long form interview. Go to gordonjones.com. All right. Your long form interviews, if you're watching this on video, they're all a part of the 5P Inner Circle. So if you're a member of the 5P Inner Circle, you're going to see all of this uninterrupted on there. Go to 5paragraph.com right now. Starts with a book. It's free plus shipping. Get that. Get into the Inner Circle. You're going to be good to go. If you're listening on the podcast, subscribe, rate, review. We're on iTunes, Stitcher, Player FM, all over the place. If you're on iTunes, hit subscribe, ring the bell, and get the notifications because we're releasing new episodes weekly. So go ahead, click subscribe. Dr. Gordon Jones, any save rounds, comments, suggestions, concerns? How can people reach out with you aside from gordonjones.org? Have we hit it all?
Yeah, we have hit it all, man. It's the only thing I didn't tell you is where I live. So.
Oh, goodness. All right, folks. You heard it from the man. Go to gordonjones.org. You've got everything that you need right there. Thank you so much for being a part of the 5P family. We really do appreciate you. We're grateful for you. Until next time, take care and be well.